Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grant Lyon, and welcome to our first of 3 Overwatch matches this evening with Center College Esports. Starting off, we have Center Overwatch White playing against Ohio Wesleyan Onyx. This is Center versus OWU here. You're starting map number 1 on Oasis. Center rocking a Ramatra Rush comp, the Moira, and a May. Ohio Wesleyan over here is the blue side. They will be running a Sigma composition here, also with a May, also with a Lucio, still looking to go pretty fast. Center gonna look to go to the right room here to start off, and the same thing can be said about Ohio Wesleyan, who does seem to be able to get to the high ground faster. Budu going in very soon and almost losing all his health. A wall nearly keeps him out, but he does live. Lucio super hurt on the side of Ohio Wesleyan. We're going to see if Center can take this out. Chunky goes awfully hurt. Budu as well. We're going to see where this first pick comes from. Big Soup gets walled off, but it doesn't matter. It's more that they're walled off with him, you know, very scary. And Big Soup's going to take that first pick, but things get even up. Budu does fall to Cosmic Swarm. The fight happening here on point. Rat King pumping out some extra heals and damage here. It's going to be Chunky Ghost taking out Gromulus. Tons of heals coming into Big Soup here. And it's going to be Center College taking the first point here. Able to cap it. Starting to tick up that percentage. Pretty close to a few ultimates here on both sides, especially these Lucios. We'll see that the Lucio on the side of Ohio Wesleyan, even closer to that beat, might be the first ult out if it weren't for Rat King and Big Soup also coming online here. And they're going to pop both of these. Not sure if they need both or not. And that is going to bait out the beat here from Ohio Wesleyan. Big Soup pushing in, wants to get as many kills as possible. Is able to prevent that rock from coming out. Just Gromulus left here. Budu may be looking to capitalize on this, but it does look like she is going to get out free.
A bad omen comes.
I have freeze here for Center as well as a beat. Reaper flanked around. That's Germ. Uses Rage Form. Center might be able to capitalize, but Chunky Ghost is taking a lot of fire. Center has their attention a little bit split here. That's going to be the ult out from Chunky Ghost. Budu takes one. Center is up in the fight, but it's starting to get equalized a bit. They still have control of the point. So this is Ohio Wesleyan's, moment where they're going to need to make something happen. Lucio and Reaper are alive for them, and that Kiriko, so both supports. Center would really like to get a pick here, start this fight before it really has the chance to, finish this fight before it has the chance to get started. There's going to be some ults coming out from Ohio Wesleyan. Almost gets a kill onto that May. Budu not finding a whole lot. Rat King is going to pop that Coalescence, putting on some great pressure. That's going to be 3 picks for Center College here, and finally a 4th. That's from Rat King. Kiriko seems to get on point in time, according to my own eyes, but apparently that does not count, and that is going to be Center 100-0 taking the first sub map here on Oasis.
Ready for battle.
Science holds the key to understanding.
Right now, Center College looks to be running the exact same comp here, but we will see a swap Cosmic Swarm onto the Doomfist here. We'll see if he does keep with it. We're going to even see an Ana and a Soldier. This is interesting here. Oh, we are going to see a swap. That's Big Soup on to the D.Va here. Blasting with the Jets straight to point. Rather up onto this high ground here. Both teams going to look to fight on this high ground. Chunky Ghost maybe looking for a cheeky wall here. That's going to be able to get 3 down. Unfortunately, Rat King does fall, but it's not going to matter. That is a very clean fight. Center is going to be able to cap this here. Pretty much uncontested. Our Garden having to duck out to get Rat King back in the fight quickly, but as long as Center can regroup here, not going to be an issue. We'll have all the supports here for this next fight over in this room. A lot of pressure onto Doodoo. Able to get out safe. Doomfist here, overextending just a little bit. This is going to look like another pretty clean fight for Center here. Ooh, Big Soup does get demeched. A great wall here, able to separate that diva. Maybe separates Doodoo a little bit as well, but Chunky Ghost drops it, and team gets regrouped. No proper tank on the side of Center with the baby diva still out, but might not need it. A great ice block here from Chunky Ghost. Put down the wall and mitigate that extra bit of damage. Big Soup back into the mech. They're pretty good fight win here. Star Garden does fall, but Star Garden, they will be able to get back very, very quickly. Stagger onto this soldier here. Standing still, asking to just be put out of his misery. Center is going to have 5 ultimates into this fight. But potentially as many as 4 here on the side of Ohio Wesleyan. So Center looking to pop these quicker. Or Ohio Wesleyan has the chance to charge anything. Are going to get a great pick onto the tank here. A second pick comes out. The support lineup from Center College doing a lot of damage of their own. It looks like they're not even going to be able to get to the point. That is going to be another 100-0 here for Center. A very decisive victory on this map number 1, Oasis. Play the game to Big Soup with that extension onto like walking right towards their spawn. Those extra few picks. Be some map picks here in a second. We will be back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on defense here. So the blue team on Circuit Royale. Is going to be the map choice of Ohio Wesleyan here for the escort portion of the evening. A map known for these very long sight lines. Really a playground for sort of sniper characters. We aren't seeing a lot of those snipers out quite just yet. But Ohio Wesleyan does have time to still swap another 30 seconds still in the spawn room before any of their decisions become final. At Center College here on the defense, this does look to be the comp that they will be running. The closest thing to a sniper here is that burst damage from the rail from Chonky Ghost on the Sojourn here. And Doodoo Boodoo, not a conventional pick on this map necessarily, but a very conventional pick for Center Overwatch White here. Very, very favorite pick of Doodoo Boodoo here. Loves playing around up close and personal in these two rooms here. We're already seeing that as we start. We aren't going to see any snipers here on the side of Ohio Wesleyan. Couple coming into this room here, looking to put some pressure on the Doodoo Boodoo. Might be looking to wall him off. Boodoo does get hurt. Does seem to be fine here. No picks yet. Couple of low health bars. Big Soup. Ooh, needing to play some cover around this car here, around the payload itself. Mitigate some of that damage. Both teams just sustaining in this fight here. Not a single person falling yet. So much healing coming out from Rat King as well as Star Garden. They are both going to have their ultimates very, very soon here. Those might be some of the first ults out. If it weren't for the support ults from the side of Ohio Wesleyan. Oh, but it's actually going to be Big Soup with the first ultimate of the game. Used and is able to take out that Moira. A very important pick because that is one of the characters that has an ultimate of their own in this fight. And we're going to see the Coalescence come out as well as the Kitsune Rush. Should be able to finish off Ohio Wesleyan here. But that is a lot of resources invested from Center College here. They do get the picks. They start to come out. Ooh, very unfortunate for Ohio Wesleyan to invest that Sigma ult. Very, very unwise there. A tool they're not going to be able to use in this next fight. Might not be too punished for it because that is going to be 4 ultimates here for Ohio Wesleyan. Not a single one online for Center College. Only one that's going to be here is going to be that railgun, that overcharge for Chonky Ghost. Could get some great picks with it, but with this barrier, likely not as impactful as some of these other ults. And they are going to take him out. They go ahead and pop 3 of these here for Ohio Wesleyan. Center is just gonna look to die here. Hoping with these 3 ults invested and the payload not being so close that Center should pretty easily have touch here. But they might not be all grouped up when it happens. They don't have a very fast comp. So some of those characters that died a little bit later, Doodoo Boodoo and Star Garden, might not get in this fight in time. Big Soup looking to eat and mitigate a lot of that damage. Doodoo Boodoo probably looking to ult here. Gonna look pretty big, but that Suzu denies so much of the extra damage from that ultimate. Railgun available for Chonky Ghost. He's able to take out the Moira here. Still a pretty even fight, but a lot of low health bars for Center College. It's going to be Chonky Ghost dying. Star Garden left. That's going to be the cap of that first checkpoint for Ohio Wesleyan.
I'm with you.
Support ultimates nearly online for Center College once again. Big Soup making a pretty big swap over to this Doomfist. It pays off quite well, able to get some extra damage onto this one who was using their ultimate there, but maybe I misspoke. They left alive. Staggered just a little bit here. Big Soup pushing up a bit, but gonna go ahead and walk back. They're taking a lot of space in that fight. I like this change here that we're seeing in terms of the lineup. Big Soup. The Doomfist does get rocked. Ooh, a lot of damage coming out on him. A lot of CC. We're gonna see the visor out. Big Soup might be able to stop it, but unfortunately Chonky Ghost falls. This does look like this fight is very much going in the favor of Ohio Wesleyan. Both supports kind of in a tricky spot here. Stargarden looking to maybe be able to Suzu and then TP, but doesn't get out in time. Rat King gonna look to live here with that healing orb. Center should have touch here. But 3 ults available for Ohio Wesleyan, and one of them's going to come out very quick and take out Big Soup. Both ults here from center, but a wall takes away a lot of their potential in this fight here. Chonky Ghost needs a big pick now, and it doesn't quite happen. Rat King gonna opt to hold on to Cole. They're just gonna have to go ahead and give point here. Big Soup making yet another swap as we enter this last phase of the push here. A little bit more close quarters. He is going to be on the Orisa. Ooh, Doodoo Boodoo getting awfully low. Thankfully, Stargarden there to heal up a lot of that damage. All the while in this, a lot of progress is being made by Ohio Wesleyan. And they're going to look to play around these corners here. Try to make sure not too much damage coming out from these DPS ultimates. That is going to be 2 falling. Again, that cart is moving forward. And they're backing up just a little bit. Chonky Ghost really going to want to have to live here. Able to stall on point, but center doesn't have any ultimates out yet. Doodoo Boodoo not able to get his Death Blossom off. Trying to heal. Great pick from Big Soup, but might not matter. Gonna have to have other people come into this point here. Doesn't look like it's gonna be possible. A minute and 11 seconds left on the time bank. That is gonna be Ohio Wesleyan completing their push. Still not out for Center College. A pretty decent hold on defense there, but not able to prevent it in the end. Center will have to complete this map as well. Looking at these two teams overall in the standings of the season, these really are our 2 front runners here. Ohio Wesleyan currently undefeated, Center College as well. You can kind of see that here. Really dominant showing from Center on that map number 1. But here on map number 2, Ohio Wesleyan starting to show what they're capable of. These matches could go any way.
More field research.
Big Soup gonna be playing the Diva here. Doodoo Boodoo on to the Sombra. Chonky Ghost on an Ashe. Looking for something a little more long range. Burst damage here. And Stargarden and Rat King on some familiar favorites. You see a Sigma comp with an Ilyari. One of the teams setting up over on the left side of this bridge here. Able to get a lot of natural cover here and so much utility from that pylon. It's able to heal them up as they duck in and out of cover here. Almost like an extra healer being on the field. Center making a little bit of progress on the payload, but they've now entered the portion of the map where it is very easy for Ohio Wesleyan to go ahead and just drop right down on them. Big Soup looking for an aggressive play, assisted by Doo Doo Voodoo. Try and dive them, but unfortunately Big Soup does get out of mech. Is going to be him falling here. Ooh, great pick from Chonky Ghost onto the Mei. Where they're at in the map, center does have a favorable respawn. So a pick for center could be a little bit more impactful. The center is going to have to capitalize on it before that Mei gets back. Doesn't look like they have the tools quite yet to do that. Big Soup swapping onto the Zarya. Going to try to move around the left side. Taking out that pylon, very, very important here. Rat King is going to go ahead and pop his ultimate. See the Ilari ultimate out as well, but doesn't look like it gets a whole lot, and that's going to be Center Collins cleaning up this fight. Still, took a pretty long time for that to happen. Gonna see here if Ohio Wesleyan has touch or not. Doo Doo Voodoo looking to cause some mayhem before they get the chance to touch. It does look like they should be able to touch, but with two of their players out of the fight here, gonna make it a lot easier for center to clean up just the stragglers here, and that is what's gonna happen as Chonky Ghost gets a great pick onto the Doomfist. Doo Doo Voodoo still pushed up into them, getting so many picks here. Ooh, unfortunately does die, but it doesn't matter. Center is gonna cap this first checkpoint here. 3 ultimates online for either team here. One person on cart, the rest of center pushed up just a little bit. Doo Doo Voodoo continuing to pepper on some extra damage a little bit closer up. He's TPing around the corner. Is going to take out the pylon. Maybe looking for ult here, but he's awfully hurt. Chonky Ghost with his ult out. Ooh, is that Blizzard going to see anyone on the side of center? Big Soup does fall. Ooh, and that's going to be center outnumbered in this fight here. Doo Doo Voodoo taking one for his troubles, but that's going to be center losing that fight there. Center only one ult. Didn't see Doo Doo Voodoo pop his, but he did. So it's going to be 2 support ults here for Ohio Wesleyan. Center definitely with the Kitsune Rush, possibly with the Grappling Surge. That's a great pick from Chonky Ghost to get things started in this fight. Looks like they're walking up the right side. Pretty dangerous position playing into this Mei. And we're going to see the issues with that right here. So they do get picked off. Really, really, really hard to push up that stairwell.
Such grievous wounds.
Center will have some ults online. Again, still those same ults online for Ohio Wesleyan. Stargarden popping that Kitsune Rush, but gets stopped by that wall, it looks like. Great all out here from Rat King. Center is up in the fight, but they're going to have to finish off these other targets. Voodoo awfully hurt, does fall, but is able to take out that Doomfist first. Center needs to push up here a bit so that they can prevent some of these other folks from coming in. It's a great Blizzard to zone out the point here from the Mei on the side of Ohio Wesleyan. Incredible. Graviton here is going to pick up 2. Still more reinforcements coming back into this fight. Center needs to take them out. Great from Big Soup and Rat King cleaning up the Doomfist. That's center taking this second checkpoint. They have 2 minutes and about 30 seconds on the clock here. They can finish this in about a minute. It will be on pace with the push from Ohio Wesleyan. More likely that they'll be a little bit slower than Ohio Wesleyan's push if they do complete it. It's still very possible that Ohio Wesleyan pulls off a great hold here. Dudu with a great pick. Great early pick. Oh, but pushing a little bit too far. None of his supports able to assist him here. Kind of undoes a lot of the progress that opening pick was meant to, you know, sort of create for center here. Chonky Ghost with his bob out. Ooh, super hurt onto Chonky Ghost. Incredible heals, able to keep him up. Almost getting this pick onto the soldier. Dudu does pop ult, but gets canceled out of it. Still gets a lot of great damage though. Center gonna pop this this Kitsune rush here. Dudu falls, but still a fairly even fight. A lot of ults coming out from both sides. Center knowing that this is a very important fight to win here. Might only have one more after it if they don't take it out, and that would probably leave them in overtime. Great picks coming out for Center College here. Stalling on point with the Mei. Center does look like they're going to be able to take her out. Oh, she gets a great ultimate here, and that's going to take Big Soup, get him all frozen up here. Able to sustain through this Doomfist. Center needing to care for this attack visor out. Potentially a lot of damage, but they take care of it. It's going to be Big Soup. Pop and grab. Doesn't look like it gets a whole lot, but still zones out some area of this map. Doomfist, the only one left here. Monkey Ghost takes out that Doomfist. Tracer comes in. Very, very quick character. That's going to be Center completing their push with a minute left on the clock. Pretty close here to the push from Ohio Wesleyan. The time bank here. Going to see a minute 44 for Ohio Wesleyan's push and just 1 minute for Center College's. They're going to be back on the defense here, I believe. Oh, I'm mistaken. Not on the defense. Center back on the offense for another round of it.
Probably faster too.
What was your hometown like, Morrison?
Goal here is for Center to make as much progress as they possibly can in their very, very limited time bank.
Different from mine.
Be very, very important in these scenarios for the attacking team to not die. Similar Sigma comp here for Ohio Wesleyan. And they are going to have a Baptiste as well. Big Soup with a great opening pick. Ooh, very, 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 very low. Great bubbles here, able to keep him alive. Dudu gets another pick of his own. And they're making progress on that cart already. Great punch here to finish off that Mei from Big Soup. Very, very important to win that opening fight. In a situation like this, you might only get 1 or 2 fights if you lose any of them. Dudu getting super duper low, but is able to live and continue sort of with this frontline pressure. Ooh, it looks like they're going to be able to touch point. Some other folks from Ohio Wesleyan touching point as well, but that first pick comes out for Center College. It does look like this fight is in the bag for them. That's very important for them to be able to get this first checkpoint here. Sort of pauses the cart for a little. Of course, no extra time in the time bank. Only that original minute that they were given, but still making so much progress with it here at Center College. Back to pushing it, but if they get off the cart for even just a couple seconds, that'll be Center dropping this here. So having to play a balancing act here of this frontline pressure from Dudu and Big Soup and other people making sure that they are on the cart. Big Soup almost dying here. That could have spelled disaster for Center College. But we're going to have ultimates here for Center College. Just one on cart here. That's Rat King. Back here. Has to stay on this cart here. Again, balancing act between front line and cart pushing. Super, super impactful. The Center has all these ults online. Hoping to see them get used pretty soon here. All right, we're going to see Coalescence and that Tactical Visor from Chonky Ghost. No picks coming out quite yet. Oh no, unfortunately, that's going to be Doodoo Voodoo falling. They've got to get these last couple of picks that are in the Graviton Surge, and it's not going to happen. That is where the cart is going to stop. Still an incredible push from Center College there. Could have gone a little bit further if those ults went just a little bit differently, but still a really, really great push here. Again, 1 minute and 44 seconds for Ohio Wesleyan to do the same. No possibility for extra time in the time bank when they reach the checkpoint. Center just needs a couple good, clean team wipes here. And map 2 could be theirs. Of course, we do not want to count Ohio Wesleyan out. They have the larger of the two time banks. They did a great job attacking the first time around. Big Soup onto the Orisa. Chunky Ghost back on the Ashe. Doodoo Voodoo on the familiar Reaper here. Star Garden on the Kiriko. And Rat King on the Moira. Holding it down with the heals in the back line.
You look cheery.
As cheery as you.
For Ohio Wesleyan here, we're going to see this Sigma still running it, and a May be able to separate some of Center's people. Very important knowing that they want these great, impactful opening picks in these types of fights. That May could help secure them. So peeking out, getting a little bit of information here. Getting hurt, but getting out scot-free. Big Soup doing a great job mitigating damage. Could have taken out Doodoo Voodoo here. Well, unfortunately, it's going to be Doodoo Voodoo falling. That's the first pick of the map. Big Soup falling as well. Center going to try and get out here. Ohio Wesleyan is going to want to keep 3 on cart. They really, really need to make this progress here. Not going to be able to chase in that last fight. Still with clean time in the bank, so they can step off point here if they need to. Getting pretty close to this checkpoint. Star Garden with a great Kune rush here. Ooh, we're going to see the tack visor here for Ohio Wesleyan. Center going to have to avoid that. All the ultimates coming out here. Picks do start coming out. Those are going to be in favor of Center. Great picks from Star Garden. Big Soup does fall. As it enters into overtime, needs to just prevent that Moira from getting to cart. And that is going to be map number 2 for Center College. A very, very close map number 2. Going from a really, really great push in the beginning, the better time bank. Center's push on the second round here, really, really what made it possible. Play the game to Ohio Wesleyan's May. Going to do a few more map ban things and figure out what we're playing on, and then we'll be back for what could be match point for Center College here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to map number 3. This is Suravasa, a flashpoint map. Center still the blue team here. This is match point potentially for Center College. They are up 2-0 against Ohio Wesleyan. Pretty one-sided. Map number 1 on Oasis. Circuit Royale, not so much. Pretty even map there between Center and Ohio Wesleyan. We're in Suravasa. We're going to see Big Soup on this Junker Queen. Skelojello onto the May, looking to separate some targets. Doodoo Boodoo going to be going for these backline assassinations as the Sombra. Chonky Ghost on the Moira, pumping out tons of healing. Star Garden making sure everyone gets there quickly. Very speedy comp here. Star Garden and Big Soup coordinating to make sure that the team gets here as fast as possible. Voodoo in the back line. A little bit of extra damage here. Splitting some attention. He's going to get out safe. And that's going to be the first pick coming out from Big Soup. Great knife onto the Lucio, but Big Soup is hurt. Cooldown goes to Center here, or not cooldown, the flashpoint here goes to Center. Doodoo Boodoo hiding around this bush. Sigma may be looking for him, shooting these extra orbs here. Gonna wait until things get a little hairy, or maybe look for just a straggling May here. Oh, they take each other out. The icicle. That is an interesting interaction. May's icicle does shoot pretty fast, but it is a projectile, so it has a little bit of travel time there. And that is how they were able to take each other out. Great wall from Skelojello here. Center looking to collapse here, but a great wall from Ohio Wesleyan. Great barrier here, making it difficult for Center to get that extra pressure out. Chonky Ghost saying, let's go ahead and clean this up. Gonna pop that Coalescence for a little bit of extra offense here. Doodoo Boodoo already back in this fight, able to run extra fast when he is invisible on the Sombra. Finishes that off. Doodoo Boodoo in kind of a scary spot here, but of course they cannot see him. They're still looking for him though. He has been a menace all game. All right, in this kind of high ground area here. I wasn't pretty close to this Mayall. A great hack from Doodoo Boodoo. Gonna enable his teammates for this cleanup here. And that's Chonky Ghost getting a great deal of those kills. Center gonna have 3 ults still here. 3 ults for Ohio Wesleyan, but they're gonna have 5 with just a moment to charge them. Looks like they haven't had an opportunity to pop any of them yet. This is Ohio's fight to win. Okay, an early ult from Big Soup. To bait out ults from the opponent and maybe look to secure this fight early. Ooh, you see Star Garden popping that beat as well, but the fight is definitely in favor of Ohio Wesleyan here. Star Garden gonna be able to get out safely rather than opting to stall on point for a few extra percentage. Skelojello with the freeze. Chonky Ghost almost with the Coalescence here. But Ohio Wesleyan, way more ults here. Not way more, but 2 more. 1 more. I can't count. They are gonna have the Sigma ult here. Not if he dies first, though. Great opening pick here, Center College. Another great pick onto that soldier. We see any ults pop. Looks like we won't. Ooh, great stall here. Getting extra percentage points as that may, but she will fall in time as well. Pretty even here on the percentage here, 68 to 67, but center has the point. Gonna look to try and ult early because they definitely have touch if they just walk in. Ooh, ult's getting popped here. Ooh, unfortunately, Skelejello dies before he is able to pop his... That is potentially pretty scary here. Looking for some cleanup here is this Lucio. Chunky Ghost still alive. Can't have touch here, but Budu gonna go ahead and take that roll over. Chunky Ghost gonna be able to get out safe. We want to use this ult here from Skelejello. There are no ults on the side of Ohio Wesleyan, but if they die here, if Skelejello dies here, it'd be very, very, very hard to win. Oh no, Budu dying first. Great, the ult comes out, but the Suzu keeps the Kiriko up. That's gonna be huge to be able to take out that Sigma. Seems like this fight is pretty even. Great heals coming out to keep Big Soup up. The Mei still stalling out on point. 99 to 99 on flashpoint number 2 here. Gonna go ahead and take out the Mei. Should be able to clean up on the Soldier too. Don't think anyone else is gonna have the opportunity to touch here. That is gonna be flashpoint number 2 for Center College. Potentially only one more flashpoint left. This could be Center College taking the whole map. Taking the whole series, rather. Ohio Wesleyan definitely getting to point first. Budu, you know, bobbing and weaving between them. Kind of a scary position. But if he can get this great EMP off, that is going to be probably a one fight for Center College. So close to it. Here he does. He puts it in. Not everyone there for the follow-up necessarily. Pick's starting to get traded. It's an even fight, but it's no longer true. It's just Skelejello on the point. And because Center doesn't get the cap there, not a whole lot won for them there. You know, some great picks, but very unfortunate here. Both support alts here for Center College in this next fight. It does flip over. 15% already and counting. Ooh, a wall takes away a lot of the utility from this Coalescence here. Oh, very, very scary to have this tack visor and the beat out at the same time. Star Garden with a beat of their own. Mitigate a lot of this extra damage. Skelejello looking a little bit hurt here. Able to get into that ice block. Ooh, so hurt. Oh, and the picks start coming out, and that's going to be Center already flipping the point. And now pretty much just staggering these extra few picks. Wants to get a pick onto this Lucio as well. Not sure if that's going to happen. Yeah, it seems like it won't. Center going to want to get back to site here. Budu needs some assistance. Can't get it in time. Nothing quite like a no die or a Suzu here for Center College to keep them alive in those type of scenarios. These are going to be great ults here for Ohio Wesleyan. Center going to take it to 99, but no further. Ohio Wesleyan does cap this point here. Not cap it, but flips it over to theirs. They are looking at about half of the percentage that they need. Center with the Coalescence. Pretty close to the Rampage and definitely has the freeze here. We're going to start with the Coalescence. Hopefully able to keep everyone alive here. A lot of low health bars. Sigma, very, very hurt. Gets Suzu'd. Keeps him alive. Skelejello popping that freeze. Needs a little bit of healing. But looks like Center is going to clean this up. So close to it. Once they flop this over, that is going to be Center College taking it. Takes down to overtime. The GG's already coming out from the opponent, and that is going to be a 3-0 win for Center College here. Very, very important here for Center's record in the season to remain undefeated against the other undefeated team. Bodes well for the remainder of this season. Germ from Ohio Wesleyan with the play of the game on this Soldier 76. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for watching. But of course, the night is not done. This is just one of 3 Overwatch matches that will be played this evening. Overwatch Gold with 2 NECC matches coming up. The first one against our friends at Arkansas State, who we have a pretty intense rivalry with, currently 1-1 in the overall record. Second map will be against Kennesaw State Black. And that'll be at 9 p.m. So 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. So join us in just a moment for that match.